What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially know where the Chicago Bulls are going to be drafting in this upcoming NBA draft. And although it's expected where we are at the moment, there is a little bit of frustration going on because of this situation, and we will discuss it just a tad bit in this video. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls and whether or not you are happy being placed where we are, or would you have liked to see us go up, maybe even, you know, do a trade after we select our pick and go down in the draft, whatever the case may be. And also, now that we know where we are, I'd love for you guys to suggest players to me that I can go and do some research on. I'll be honest, I'm not the best when it comes to figuring out college talent, trying to find out who they are, and, you know, do all that stuff on my own. I'll have to do it, of course, if there's no suggestions. But since you guys are so heavily invested in the draft, I'm assuming most of you will be, because we have to get this one right. Let me know some suggestions, who you think we should be drafting in the draft, and I'll do my research and make some videos on them and see whether or not I would like them in this Chicago Bulls team. So without further ado, let's get started. We know for a fact now the Bulls will be selecting with the 11th overall pick. So we basically didn't move from when our expected outcome was supposed to be. We had a 9.4% chance to move into the top 4. We had a 2% chance to climb into the first overall pick. None of those things came to be, therefore we remain in the 11th position. So, look, I would say I'm upset, I'm devastated, I'm so heartbroken by the situation, but to be honest, I'm not. I'm not heartbroken, I'm not upset, I'm not stressed out about the situation because this is exactly where we expect it to be. You know, a lot of people wanted to put their hopes in that 1% or that 2% chance we can move up and that 9.4% chance that we can move up. And look, if you want to put your hopes in that, that's fine. We've seen it happen to the Bulls before, way back in 2008 when we had a 1.7% chance to get to the first overall pick, and we did it, and it was in Chicago. Of course, things were going to go in our way in that department. Not this time, ladies and gentlemen. We remain 11th. So, basically, in this type of draft, which is considered a fairly weak draft compared to others, 11th might not be that bad, because it looks like, from what I've seen at least, not a lot of people know what they're going to do with their draft selections, and it's going to be very hard to choose the right people. You know, when you have a clear-cut draft and you're the first overall pick and you know for a fact who you're going to get, for example, Victor Wembanyama with the Spurs and amongst other players as well, it's easy. You know, you have the easiest job in the world. Just select the player that everybody expects you to select. But when it comes to weaker drafts, it's up in the air. Anyone could go anywhere. That's kind of how I feel. And it is just about making the right selection. So whether you're first, top 4, or you're all the way down to the 11th spot like the Bulls, you can still find someone that can make it worth your while. You can still find someone that you can develop into a superstar caliber player. You don't always need the first overall pick to do something like that. But with that being said, there is some frustration. And I feel like it'd be foolish for me not to talk about this frustration because the team that ended up going to the first overall pick, climbing all the way to the top, is actually a team that finished 10th in the Eastern Conference. That's the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks won the lottery. They got to the first overall pick. They'll be selecting for the best talent in this upcoming NBA draft. First and foremost, I will congratulate the Atlanta Hawks for this accomplishment that they have. They've won the lottery. They got a little bit lucky, and now they are going to be picking with the first overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft. But where's the frustration? Well, the frustration is we could have finished 10th this season, and we didn't. We could have lost the Atlanta Hawks in the play-in tournament, and we didn't. So that one position change could have put us as the first seeded team. Look, it's all hypotheticals, it's all ifs, buts, or maybes, of course, and I don't necessarily like to live down the lane of what ifs. I know a lot of people like to do that, but that's where the frustration obviously comes from. The what if situation, if we had just finished one seed below where we finished, the 9th seed to the 10th seed, would we be that team that would be the first overall pick in the NBA draft? It would be quite an interesting story, to say the least. But I'm not frustrated because I don't live in that world of if, buts, or maybes, you know, hypotheticals and all of that stuff. You know, it'd be nice to say that we should have picked Tyrese Haliburton over Patrick Williams, but we don't live in that world where we did that. So we have to move on. You know, it's gonna suck for a lot of Bulls fans because they really want the first overall pick, and to know that we got close to it is definitely going to hurt even more. It's going to suck. It won't be easy to take in, but we have to move on. That's the world that we live in. Congratulations to Atlanta, and for the Bulls, we are where we were supposed to be. So, like I said, it doesn't matter if you get the first pick. It doesn't matter if you get to top 4. It doesn't matter if you get top 6. It doesn't matter if you get top 10. What matters is making the right selection when you're available. When your, I guess, number is called. When you've got that 5 minutes to make your decision, make the right decision. Make the decision that could change your franchise forever. So far, we've not had the luck in doing that. And I don't know what it takes to make the right decision. I really, really don't. Compared to, obviously, all these other front offices that have to do that. And that's the bulk of what they get paid for, to make the right choices. I don't know what the right choices are, but they should know. And they need to start doing it, because so far, they've not done it very well. So the 11th spot, that's where we are. We'll wait and see how it goes, of course. I have nothing really else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I know people are upset. I know people could not care less. Make the right choice, people will start to turn it around. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.